Hey guys, it's Eric from Bento Gaming. So, the world's been spinning this morning. Japan just announced their upcoming set in November, their Shining Star V. So, we already know the set is coming. We saw the pre-orders from distributors a few months ago, but this time Pokemon actually announced what cards coming. So, we'll take a look. So, we know the release date's gonna be November 20th. There'll be 308 cards. It will consist of a main set and a subset. So for the main sets, there's just going to be a lot of reprints from Sword and Shield so far. So from the looks of it, looks like it's targeting the players a lot. I see some playable cards like the Crobat V's, Eternatus VMax. I saw Marnie, Professor Research. So I think on the main set, we're going to see the players will be very happy. And in the subsets, we're going to see what we saw in the Ultra Shiny GX, which is our version of Hidden Fates. So Japan already had the Ultra Shiny GX for 2 years now. I think it came out 2008. And again, their supply is very controlled, so it's out of print. Okay, there's no more mass reprints, none of that. Whereas Hidden Fates, we're still seeing that reprint that the distributors are getting or should have gotten by now. So it's really interesting because if you look at it, So looking at how successful Ultra Shiny GX was, it looks like Pokemon has found that golden formula. Looks like it found the recipe about like same thing as like KFC, like the awesome recipe the recipe for the Big Mac sauce. So looking at that, looks like they're trying to replicate it with the set, which we do expect it to be successful because of how incredible it is in terms of like look at the Japanese market and versus the rest of the world with Hidden Fates. And especially now they put in that extra insurance on there with the shiny Charizard VMax. It's almost guaranteed this set is going to be sell out right away. Okay, it is almost guaranteed the supplies will be very scarce. It'll be heavily allocated just like English will be. So the big talk of the internet right now is of course the shiny Charizard VMax. So what do I think of this card? I think it's going to be crazy. I do expect a lot of collectors and investors are going to be chasing after it. Even though it is going to be very similar to Hidden Fates where there'll be a lot of other shiny Pokemons to pull from. But again, it's a Charizard. It's just going to make money on its own. So I do expect this card right out of the gate to be at least $400 to $500 US. Okay. If we're looking at the pull ratios again, even if there's about 30 some shiny VMAX cards, then you still have only 1 out of 30 some odds of getting that Charizard. And given just how crazy it is in terms of supply demand across the board around the whole world, I think it is fair to say that $500 to $700 would not surprise me at all. So looking at the box art and the booster pack art, there are some other shiny Pokemons that we know of right now. It's going to be the shiny Ditto and shiny Lapras. So it'll be interesting to see because apparently we haven't seen a Ditto V yet, but yeah, we're seeing a shiny Ditto. So we'll see if it is going to be one of those baby shiny cards. So is this a box or a set that you should buy? Yes, so it is, absolutely. That's if you can find them though. If you can find them at a reasonable price. Because if we look at the time of recording this video, Ultra Shiny GX booster box, they're going for over $200 US right now. I'm seeing some that were 250, but for easy math, and we'll just say it is just going for over $200 US, where the cost was around $50 US when it was released. So we're looking at 4 folds in just a matter of 2 years. So you just buy them, let us in your closet, and just let the value go up. And again, being that there's a Charizard in here, you're very safe that the sealed product will eventually go up. And again, I do expect that the supply will be very scarce initially, and maybe even through into the new year. But I do think there will be enough products eventually. As Pokemon will see the demand goes up, they'll probably just keep pumping out more, but probably it might take them a few months to catch up to it. So if you're patient enough, I would probably just slowly stockpile maybe 10 boxes at a time here and there. And over the course from now until it becomes out of print, you might have about 30, 40, 50, or whatever your desired numbers will be. So then the big question is, how will this affect the price of the Charizards in Champion's Path? So as I mentioned in my previous videos, there'll be more supply coming out with Champion's Path, and Pokemon has put out a written statement that they recognize that there is a high demand and there's not enough supply in the market. So we're going to safe to assume that they will be putting out another order to reprint the Champion's Path, but we don't know which products it will be. So as more supply is going to come into the market, we're going to see increasing the amounts of Charizards available in the market as well. And with more supply and with the demand being shifted from the Champion's Path Charizards to now more investors and flippers and collectors, they're going to shift that demand to the Japanese Charizard VMax, the shiny Charizard VMax. We can expect that the demand for the Champion's Path is going to drop a little. I wouldn't say it will completely fall off the cliff, but I'll say it will dip into the high 300s, into the mid 400 range potentially for both the Charizards in the coming months. So it might be good for the collectors out there that are having a hard time paying $500-$600 right now. So that's what I do expect with the Champion's Path Charizards as the demand shift to the Japanese version of the shiny Charizard VMax. So we'll see what happens. I hope you find this video useful. If you find it useful, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and leave comments below on how many boxes you would be buying for the Japanese shiny V, or what did they call this again? The shiny Star V. Yeah. How many boxes you're going for, and if you're going to be chasing that Charizard. Anyway, we'll catch you in the next one.